Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. This is my Nathan Heaney versus Prod Pole's Magnificent 7 full card preview. Obviously, I did a full card preview for the previous Magnificent 7, which was headlined by Denzel Bentley and Nathan Heaney. So we're back with another Magnificent 7 card again. So let's get straight into it. Starting off with Ethan Jones against Owen Cooper. In the welterweight division, 10 round contest, and they'll be competing for it's a welterweight contest between these two, and it'll be an interesting fight. Ethan James, the taller man, against Owen Cooper. So Ethan James will try use his jab, use his range, try and sneak a body shot in there, which might hurt Owen Cooper, while Owen Cooper will be looking to try and break Ethan James down. It will be for the 13th WBO Hoopian in this welterweight title. 10 round contest, and Ethan James, I think he's number 12. I think in the WBO. I think in the WBO ranking, so he's probably a level above Owen Cooper at the moment. Ethan James, as he's already in the ranking, so I think he'll go all the way to points. This one, I think he'll go all the way to points. I think it's going to be a bit of a nip and tuck fight between these two. For me, and I'm going to go for Ethan James. I just think Ethan James is a level above Owen Cooper, and I think Ethan James will get a points win over Owen Cooper. Up next, we see the return of Seth Parker off against Tyron. There's the former world champion, the German Tyron Suits. Shoes, I think that's how you pronounce it, isn't it? Super middleweight contest, 10 round contest. Tyron Suits was a former world champion, of course, so it's another name on Parker's resume, you could say. But is Suits that good when he was world champion? I don't think he is. So I do fully expect Seth Parker to get the job done and to get a stoppage win here. I think he'll end up breaking Tyron down, in my opinion, and I think he'll get the job done in the 6th round. So I'm going to go for a 6th round stoppage win for Seth Parker. And Seth Parker, he needs these fights, doesn't he, to obviously after the unfortunate broken hand he suffered against John Ryder. Because you have to say Parker was probably winning that fight, wasn't he, against Parker until he got that broken hand. And Parker will want to get back up there to try and get a world title shot. So, and a former world champion on your resume, it won't be a bad name to have on your resume. Obviously, people will question because he was a IBO world champion, yes, we will. But I'm going to go for Seth Parker to get the stoppage win in the 6th round against Tyron Suits. Up next, then, we've got Dennis McCann versus Brad Strand. Obviously, the next two fights are obviously in the bantamweight division. In the super bantamweight division, we're going to see Dennis McCann in action, and we're going to see Jim Davis in action as well. So that is a potential fight between the two of them that could be made if they both come through their fights. But Dennis McCann takes on Brad Strand, the unbeaten Brad Strand, for the 13th WBO Hoopian WBO International Super Bantamweight title in a 10-round contest. And for me, it's a bit like the first fight on the card for me. I think this will be a nip and tuck fight. Again, I think Dennis McCann is a level above Brad Strand, you have to say. I think if there is going to be a stoppage, I think it will come from Dennis McCann. I think he'll be yet on where he could get the stoppage. I think it'll be the second half of the fight if Dennis McCann does get a stoppage. But I think Brad Strand will be a tough fighter to beat. He hasn't been knocked out, so it needs me to a points verdict for me. And I think Dennis McCann will get probably a comfortable unanimous decision win over Brad Strand, in my opinion. Up next, Liam Davis. That's his first world title shot against the defending IBO World Super Bantamweight champion Eric Lopez de Mexican in a 12-round contest. This is going to be fire, you have to say. This is going to be fire, especially with the way Liam Davis fights as well, because he does fight with fire, doesn't he? He does fight with fire, and we all know these Mexicans, they can be front-footed, these Mexicans as well, so it's going to be a toe-to-toe fight, this one. It's going to be fighting fire with fire, and I do think that Eric Lopez as well, he can punch as well, but he has been knocked out, Eric Lopez, so I can't see this going to points personally. I mean, a lot of people think it will go to points. I don't think it will, with the way these two fight. I think there could be a stoppage again, could be a second half of the fight stoppage here. Eric Lopez is going to be tough to beat for Liam Davis. We all know these Mexicans, they're tough to beat as well. And this is a proper step up for Liam Davis as well. And with the way Liam Davis fights, he just needs to be careful for me. Just needs to be careful that he doesn't get tipped by Eric Lopez. Because we saw Liam Davis in his last fight against Vincenzo Firmino, the Italian. He got knocked down, didn't he? He got knocked down, Liam Davis. And you know what Mexicans can do? They can knock you down as well. This is going to be a great fight. I really think this will be a great fight. I really do. And I do reckon, though, it might go to the championship rounds. And I think Liam Davis is going to do it, you know. I think Liam Davis is going to do it in the championship rounds for me. I think Liam Davis is going to break Eric Lopez down and dissect Eric Lopez down and get a 10th round stoppage win for Liam Davis. I think it's a great fight. I really do. Because I think it's a dangerous fight for Liam Davis as well. Because Eric Lopez can tip you. Yes, I know people say Eric Lopez has been knocked out very early in the fight. But it don't make you a bad fighter. I mean, nothing to Shinder got its revenge against Toriel. So yeah, it's a hard one to call. It is a hard one to call, but with all the talk about Liam Davis and Dennis McCann probably up against each other, imagine that for the IBO World Super Bantamweight title as well, and other titles as well. It'd be a great fight to have. Liam Davis and Dennis McCann, proper dusts up as well, proper class of styles as well, and I'm going for Liam Davis to get a stoppage win against Eric Lopez in the 10th round, in my opinion. Up next, we've got Solomon Dockheads versus David Adier for the English heavyweight title, 12 rounds. It has been approved from the British board due to obviously David Adier having his recent suspension for pushing the referee in his defeat against Fatima Wardy on the Fury and Danu card as well. And it's not, by the time we do this video, it's not officially confirmed yet that it will take place, but I think it's expected to take place because at the end of the day, some doctors will be fighting without no matter what. So it is looking like David Adier for the English heavyweight title, and I do favour David Adier in this fight for me. Dates didn't really pull off any trees in his last fight, in my opinion. Should have probably not, in my opinion. Should probably not. And it wasn't really a great title defence from him at all. And obviously, it was his first fight as well on the Queensbury Promotions after even Matchroom as well. But maybe a name like David Adjaye will get some that heads up for this fight. He'll get him up for this fight. Who knows? He might get him up for this fight. It'll be a 12-round contest, and I don't think it'll go to points, in my opinion. I think there will be a stoppage here. Darkheads is more of a fighter who only chance he wins is probably on points. While David Adjaye, he won't want to get the job done and get a stoppage win, won't he? David Adjaye. And I think he will. I think he will get a stoppage win, David Adjaye. And I think he stops some Darkheads in. I think it'd be an ugly fight, to be honest. I think it could be an ugly fight. And I think David Adjaye, I think he gets it done. Yeah, I think he gets it done in the championship. Does he get it done in the championship rounds, David Adjaye? I don't really rate some Darkheads at all. Well, I haven't rated him in this recent fights, in my opinion. And I'm for David Adjaye to get a stoppage win in the 10th round over some Darkheads, in my opinion. So I'm for a 10th round stoppage win for David Adjaye and David Adjaye to win then this heavyweight title, in my opinion. Up next, the promoter fight before the main event, we see the return of the juggernaut, Joe Joyce, after his back-to-back defeats to CA-San, as he faces Kasai, who has obviously been previously in the win with the likes of David Price. But we all know what David Adjaye is. Kasai is. We all know what Kasai is. He has, obviously, yesterday he's been in trouble, hasn't he? For his antics in the win. He does like to basically bite his opponent, basically. So Joe Joyce may need to watch out for that, because it might be a rough fight. It might be a rough fight for how long it lasts, in my opinion. Very underwhelming of an opponent for Joe Joyce for me. Because Kasai, he is piss poor, isn't he? Let's be real. He is piss poor, Kasai. I'd be very shocked if this fight goes over 3 rounds, in my opinion. I expect Joe Joyce to get the job done in the 3rd round. I think it's a fight where it's a step back in the win fight for Joe Joyce, let's be real. I mean, Anthony Yard's had them fights, hasn't he, recently? And now he looks like he's going to go straight in with Joshua Buatsi. Joe Joyce, I don't think this is good for Joe Joyce to have opponents like this. I think Joe Joyce just needs to be thrown straight back in the big fights for me. Joe Joyce, I would have loved to see Daniel Dubois rematch. I mean, they've both been against world level opponents, haven't they? And they've got beat. So Joyce versus Dubois rematch would have made sense, in my opinion. Even like a choice Chisora, even Chisora is like a welcome back opponent. But you put out Kasai. Kasai, all he does is bite his opponent. So yeah, third round stoppers win for me for Joe Joyce. Could be the 1st round, to be fair. I won't be shocked. I think Joe Joyce will just put him down very early. Joe Joyce will be front-footed, in my opinion, as well. It'd be a rough fight, but I think Joe Joyce would like that rough fight, wouldn't he? And I think he gets to stop his in the 3rd round. I mean, it's underwhelming opponent for Joe Joyce, but it's to get his winning confidence back, getting back to winning weights, to be honest. So let's be real. And finally, onto the main event, Nathan Heaney versus Prod Pauls for the British WBA Continental Middleweight title, 12-round contest. Nathan Heaney headlining the Den, the Magnificent Seven card. And he is one of these fighters now who wants a world title shot, who's on the print for a world title shot. But I don't see why not, because he's beaten Denzel Benji, who we all thought, who we all thought beat Janibek. Let's be real. Janibek didn't pull off any trees against Denzel Benji. That's why I think Janibek is beatable, in my opinion. He is beatable, Janibek. But at the same time, was that because he underestimated Denzel Benji? Possibly. But Denzel Benji should be a world champion, in my opinion. And obviously, Denzel Benji then went on to use the British middleweight title to Nathan Heaney on the Magnificent Seven card. So I think that pushes Nathan Heaney up, in my opinion. Give him a shot, and I bet. I think he'll cause problems to Janibek, in my opinion. And he's up against Prod Pauls. I mean, I think Nathan Heaney's a level above Prod Pauls for me. Prod Pauls, Yossa Tyre Denny, and do you say Tyre Denny? It's the same level as Nathan Heaney? I don't think so. But I mean, it's hard to judge, isn't it? It's hard to judge for me. Prod Pauls, it will make it a good fight, in my opinion, against Nathan Heaney, but I expect Nathan Heaney to win comfortably on points for me. I do expect Nathan Heaney to win comfortably. I think it'll be comfortable analysis against Prod Pauls. Prod Pauls got beat on Tyre Denny. Tyre Denny, you could say the same level as Nathan Heaney, but I think Tyre Denny's just in that level below Nathan Heaney. And I think the perfect fight next for Nathan Heaney, when he wins this fight, if he wins this fight, is the Hamza Shiraz fight. I think I wouldn't put Nathan Heaney in a world title shot just yet, but if Denzel Benji can cause Janibek problems, I think Nathan Heaney can. Especially if Nathan Heaney beat Denzel Benji as well. So I think Nathan Heaney, the perfect fight for him next after Prod Pauls will be the Hamza Shiraz fight. That would be a great fight. Nathan Heaney versus Hamza Shiraz, a great dust up as well. Especially to have headlining on a Queensbury show as well. So that would be the perfect fight. I don't agree with this nonsense of him and Shiraz calling out Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr., he should be fighting for a world title for me after beating a world level opponent in Liam Smith, in my opinion. So I think Nathan Heaney versus Hamza Shiraz is the perfect fight next. For me. And then the winner Dan can fight for a world title shot, in my opinion, and can fight Chris Eubank Jr., in my opinion. So I'm enough for Nathan Heaney on points in this one. 24 points decision win for him. So feel free to leave your thoughts and predictions down below for all the fights down below in the comments. Take care, stay safe, and see you later.